things. Why is my computer going so slow? Do, 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 do. I did not like that at all. That was extremely loud. I'll tell you why that was extremely loud. First, let me turn on the face capture. Everyone here wants to turn Alright. It's all going. Give me a second. This me to the stage. That's fine. Remove this. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds because I have to fix everything around it. Because for some reason, it's not letting my cam actually operate. Okay. Okay. Can you guys hear me fine over there in the comments on YouTube? Can you guys hear me fine? I don't know why it's freaking out again. That's usually fun. Hold on. Let me get it back on. Give me just 2 seconds, guys. Alright. Alright. Now, things should be going smoothly real quick. Sorry about that, everyone. We're having a little bit of just some technical difficulty. Now what? Oh, now Discord's freaking out. All right. So there we go. Okay, great. Awesome. Cool. All right. I'm going to switch everything around real quick so everyone can hear me a little better. Because if there's no echo, right? I can't technically hear what's going on the other side. So everyone's going to just have to everyone's just going to have to, wait for a second. I see a lot of people are joining in on the Discord. We're having to have some fun tonight. Yes, we're going to talk lanterns. Yes, lanterns the big one. Oh, yes. Share screen. Hello. Let's put her up. Let's beam her up. We're going to full screen that. We're going to pull up this. Dom requested a join. We'll bring Dom in. I should have brought you up. There you go. Hey, Dom. How's it going? Long time no see.
Yes, long time no see.
Yes. I'm guessing you can hear me good on the YouTube side and everything?
I heard you go very well on the YouTube
Thank
side,
you,
and I
thank
think
you.
it was well in here.
Thank you. Tonight we're going to be talking about, what's the topics for tonight that was in the breaking news that was really cool? It was Lantern's got a casting update. Josh Brolin has passed, which is really cool. Josh Brolin passed on that. And now I'm hearing the rumors Chris Pines is up for the role as Hal Jordan, which that interests me. That interests me a lot.
Very interesting.
That means they're not
Very
changing the
interesting, actually.
age. They're not changing the age parameter for Hal Jordan. They want him to be the big, the no nonsense mentor, which is cool. And, I'm seeing a lot of people say, "Oh, Chris Pine's gonna pass." First of all, you don't know if that Chris Pine is gonna pass.
Well, some people believe that they say that Chris Pine passed because of his past experience working with DC as what's the character's name? Stephen Trevor, I believe.
Yeah, Steve Trevor in Wonder Woman and Wonder Woman 1984.
That's why I believe some would believe that Chris Pine will take the role instead because of that experience. But also, it doesn't matter about what experiences you have from DC. It's about nailing the character.
That's true. That is very true. And that's why I told people, you never know with him. Listen, he may have had a bad experience with the past Warner Brother, I should say leadership.
Uh-huh.
But you have to remember, DC Studios is its own entity now, meaning they're run by people who are really well respected. I would say James Gunn is highly respected among the film industry, movie industry, and entertainment industry. And the fact that you have a guy like him now running it with a good vision in mind where you want to go, I could see him sitting down with Pines going, "Hey, we know you played Steve Trevor. That's cool. You're not playing this guy anymore. You're going to play the Green Lantern. You are Hal Jordan now. You're going to be kind of headlining your own series, and you're going to be like a main character now. You're not going to be a side character. You're not going to be brought back as a side character when a character wishes on a stone that you take over a dude's body and to do like 20 different things, because that was the dumbest thing in Wonder Woman 1984. I'm sorry, that was extremely stupid.
But absolutely,
I hated that plot so much.
Supporting characters like that, there's a lot of difference between being known for as a supporting role versus the lead, because sometimes you have to break barriers between acting between lead and support. Because some characters some actors who broke out as those supporting characters, when they are casted as leads, some of them don't go through, some did, some didn't.
Yeah, that's very true. And like you said, some people were saying, "Oh, he might not come back." First of all, again, how do you know he might not come back? Listen, we thought RDJ wasn't coming back to the MCU. He's coming back as Doctor Doom. As long as there's good money, yeah, as long as there's good money, and I guarantee Chris Pine is the type of actor where he wants to look at the script, know what the story is going to be, and go from there. I can definitely see him doing that and sitting down and asking James Gunn and Peter Safran a whole bunch of questions of where do I fit in? Where is this going? And they'll probably give him the answers. And that's perfectly understandable. Yes, it is Starbucks. I have a caramel ribbon crunch. This is not a sponsor, by the way. I just went to go get Starbucks before the show with my mother.
Right.
She's like, "Oh, do you want to go?" Yeah. Fun fact, or not fun fact, they did mess up. We only paid $3. And we only paid for her tea. So I basically got this for free, which was pretty cool. But how's everyone doing tonight? You doing good, Dom? It's been a while. How you been, though?
I'm doing great, actually. I'm doing wonderful.
That's good. It's been a while. Have you been going to the Power Ranger stuff that Todd and Justin have been doing?
The last time I have been to the Power Ranger set was last year, September.
Really? That was the last time when they recorded the final reshoot they needed?
I believe believe that was in Ann Arbor. Yes.
Yeah, when we well, that's when I met you. Yeah, that's crazy. They keep telling me, "Oh, hey, come to the choreo," and I'm like, "Yeah, about Sundays now. I'm kind of busy." And also, stuff on a Sunday, like doing that on a Sunday, like I wouldn't mind if it was on a Saturday. Because Sunday is like the relaxing day. Like you want to kind of just like have a day to yourself.
Well, that's true, but I honestly I didn't get called back from it though. But I'm just
really. Are you not in there?
Whenever they need extra help.
You're not in there. You're not in their Discord server.
I am, yes, but it's when they need help, like as far as filming goes. That's if they contact me, I'll respond to it, whether yes or no, or hey, I can do this, then I can do that. But other than that, I've just been in my own lane lately.
Interesting. Yeah, they keep texting me. They're like, "You coming?" I'm like, I got other stuff I'm doing at the moment." Like last weekend, I was out of town, and I bought the Wolverine book I showed yesterday. But other than that, from what I hear, Beast Hunters it's going good for them, And I told them, if you guys like need someone, just give me a call. I'll be right there, But if it's just like the simple stuff, it's weird. This one's definitely
pretty
weird.
much.
Yeah. But
pretty much, I just been on my own lane, so I didn't get into anything pretty much.
Yeah, it's definitely. I will say this one feels different from the last one they did. Like everyone's mood kind of changed with this one.
I actually believe this one.
Yeah, it's this. Like, listen, there's some stuff I kind of don't want to say on stream, but like, I know there's a lot of issues with this one. Just like I hear things, both sides from a little bit of everyone here and there. This one, like to me, honestly, I liked helping them out with the Rail Riders. I thought Rail Riders was super fun. This one just feels like it's more. I get everyone's serious, and it's a short, like a series, and that's fine. That's perfectly fine. But it feels like a lot of the fun's being sucked out of it as like an outsider. Like it just feels like the fun just got completely sucked out of it. And it sucks because I know a lot of the people are helping out. Like they want to have fun, and then it's just getting a little sucked out. But was talking to Barbaro a few weeks ago. I was there. I guess he's working on something with Wolverine, which is really cool because he asked me for help, and I should probably text him in the next few days, see what's going on, because I know they're doing some stuff. But
sounds cool.
Yeah. But anyway,
if there's something going on, hopefully somebody recognizes something, because I'm truly an X-Men fan myself.
I would say text him, see what he needs help with.
I would.
So yeah, that was the big kind of off-topic thing that's been going on.
But yeah.
And then
but I do have certain things I want to point out about lanterns.
Yeah, go ahead. Open floor is yours.
I wonder if there'll be an opportunity that other lantern characters will ever appear in this DC universe this time.
So yes,
because some people still feel like some people on the other side of the options of casting lanterns, they still feel that John Stewart was still considered a missed opportunity. Do you feel that it's just when they did lanterns while they're doing Hal Jordan, you still think it's just a cook up idea that they could be introducing John Stewart later on down the line?
Well, with this series, we're getting introduced to John Stewart.
because when Snyder had created his Justice League, and then they, of course, released the Snyder cut, John Stewart did not appear at all, or didn't get much recognition he's supposed to.
So
it's kind of like a slap in the face to some characters that should have been there when it was, they released head on instead of just a theatrical release, cutting out immense amount of scenes.
So, do I think it's a missed opportunity? Yes and no.
For John Stewart.
I'm going to tell you why. So, back when Snyder was doing everything, even before Snyder came into DC, they tried starting the universe with Green Lantern, with the Ryan Reynolds film. Originally, that was supposed to be a start of the universe. That failed because I'm going to tell you something, too, that I've noticed and just heard people tell me from behind the scenes of Warner Brothers and all of that, is while they were kind of mapping out the big Snyder plan, Jeff Johns was always sitting there trying to get his stories and his stuff into the universe. Here's the thing, as much as I like Jeff Johns. He's a Michigan guy from my understanding. He's a great writer, but his ego, like, his stuff is good. Only a few things of his are like really good. Everything else is kind of like to be honest, like his Justice League run, pretty good. Throne of Atlantis was his concept story. Flash Rebirth, Green Lantern Rebirth, all great. I think he also had too much power running both the DC Comics division, and he was kind of saying what should happen with the DC EU, and I feel he should have took a step back. But then again, the DC EU is already a shit show while filming Batman vs Superman and Justice League. So, do I think there was a missed opportunity with lanterns? Yes. Am I happy they didn't use lanterns? Absolutely. Because I 100% think any creator they would have pulled to work with the Green Lanterns and any of the Lantern Corps in that universe, they would have messed it up heavily. Because look how they kind of messed up. Yeah, because look how they messed up the simplest Batman and Superman story with Batman vs Superman. Look how they messed up Justice League the first time around.
Which totally makes sense. Why?
It makes sense because I was talking to someone about this today. There was too many headbutting behind the scenes. You had executives who weren't happy. You had Zack Snyder, who's constantly, that movie sucks, major dick and ball. Yes, it does. You had executives who were trying to get Snyder out of there. You had Snyder trying to fight for control. Then you had Chris Nolan in the background helping Snyder fight for control. You had investors who were investing in this universe not happy. There was a lot of parts. This universe was doomed the moment Civil War got screened before Batman vs Superman. And critics came out of Civil War. And critics came out of... Wait, what movie did I say was before Batman vs Superman? Civil War got screened the week before. Right after the Spider-Man trailer, Marvel screened Civil War. And people came out of Civil War going, that was great. And they went to go see Batman vs Superman and said, this was dog shit.
Yeah.
And again,
I could totally agree.
And again, this is what I tell people. Do I hate Snyder? No. I love Snyder. I was a big advocate for trying to get the restore the Snyderverse going too. I would talk to a lot of people about it. Now I just look at it and I'm like, it's kind of better off just hidden away in the corner. We're in 2024 now. We're about to go into 2025. Just leave it back in 2021 or whenever it kind of started departing from him. Just leave it in the past now. You got the new DC universe. Everyone's kind of looking forward to. I'm excited for Superman. I'm excited for all these new projects because it's stuff we still don't know very little of. And that's the fun part about Guns DC. And I'm going to tell you one thing of what it looks like with that new DC Studios logo. we're going to the 90s. He's going to pull a lot of stories from the 90s.
Which that's pretty interesting concept how they did that. And in my perspective, I think what he did with Superman Legacy, it definitely pulled a lot of animated points that they did for Superman the animated series, where it was because where it left off a mark where it was an underrated animated series, but since Batman animated series was still popular at the time as much, but they both appeared back to back.
And you know, the funny thing is, me and Adam were watching. We were hanging out weekend ago, and we watched Superman the animated series. We watched the world's finest four-parter. So then someone asked Gunn on Threads, "Hey, if you were to do a Batman Superman team-up movie, what would you name it?" He immediately said "World's Finest."
And that one I own that. I still own that for VHS.
Yes,
and to this day, I can remember every scene from scene and every line back to back.
Yeah, if you are adapting anything, even if it's a Batman Superman team-up episode, call Bruce Timm, say, "Hey, we want to adapt yours. Do you want to come help write this movie?" Just get him to come write it and oversee kind of what that's going to do.
Well, that'd be interesting for sure. Yeah, because I advocately want to share that I too write some fan film or short stuff for DC stuff.
That's cool.
And I have not did anything after that because I had so much I've written. I had to slow down myself. Like, okay, let's take a break. It's too many you have written.
I'm in the process of writing a series, maybe. I don't know yet. I'm trying to see when's the perfect time to kind of do it. But, you know, we'll see if I ever see light of day if I do it or not.
Yeah, it seems pretty interesting.
Yes. Alright, so I'm gonna change the thing.
One thing I can say about DC, I was always more apt in liking more of heroes than the villains, but now since I got so deep into DC, I'm starting to appreciate a lot some of the villains, even some that did not appear as much or underutilized.
Yeah.
Like the Riddler, for example, of course.
The Riddler. My favorite is... my favorite Riddler adaptation. I really love Paul Dano on the Batman. I do think he was super cool. And then I also love... Jim Carrey. I think those are my two favorite Riddlers.
I believe they were the only two live-action Riddlers that we've seen so far in the big screen.
We are supposed to get, from my understanding, we are supposed to get a Riddler in Nolan's trilogy, but he didn't want to do Riddler. Which would have been cool. I feel like Riddler would have
wanted to tackle into different villains.
Yeah, but then we also got Bane.
Didn't we almost get Two-Face?
No, we did get Two-Face.
I know Two-Face, Bane, Joker.
No,
I mean, there's still more villains they could have utilized, but some villains could at least have a shine for a change.
Yeah. Cody has said in the comments, "Can we discuss the smoked brisket returning to Chipotle?" They have smoked brisket? I actually didn't know that.
Oh, boy.
I actually did not know that. He said it's so good. I believe it's good. I've never had it. I usually get the chicken when I go. That's pretty cool. So we're going to switch it up a little bit on the topic run. Did you see the PlayStation Pro reveal?
The
PlayStation 5. And if anyone else wants to chime in and do some talking, I'd love to hear other people's thoughts on the $700 machine that has no disc drive, and you got to pay for the stand separately. Can we talk about that ridiculous price tag for. Can we talk about that, please? That has been. I'm gonna fix my camera because it's bugging me. I don't know what Adam did yesterday, but it took a giant fall. That's all I know. Yeah, because it's freaking out. Why is it freaking out like that? Okay. But no. PlayStation revealed the PS5 today, or PS5 Pro. $700. What the fuck are they thinking? What? Oh, just what? Listen, Listen, I have a base model PS5. I put an SSD in there probably like a year ago. It works perfectly fine. I have no complaints. It's a little faster now. I put the internal SSD in there. I have no complaints. If now, let's say the Pro had a little bit better features on it, I wouldn't be opposed to upgrading. But my games are crystal clear. Everything loads fast. It's a nice machine. I don't mind it. It's sitting right here. Do you have a PlayStation, Dom?
I'll be a little embarrassed to say that I do not. I own a Nintendo Switch.
Hey, that's fine. You got a Switch. What is your thoughts? With you not owning, actually, this works out for this question for you. Since you don't own one, would you be more interested to purchase a Pro, or would you find a refurbished base model for half the price and it still does everything?
That's a good question.
What are your thoughts? With you not being a PlayStation owner, with you being a Switch owner, and the Switch it's great hardware. I'm a big fan of the Switch. I love the little thing. I haven't played it in months because I'm so used to playing on the PS5 a lot. And, the Switch, I have a few games on it that I should start. Like, I got Sonic Superstars. I haven't played that yet. And a few other fun ones that I got for Christmas. But you not being a PS5 owner, does this make you want to get a Pro or say, you know what? For what is the base model now going for? Like $450, like refurbished? Would you just go with, hey, I'm going to go get the base model for this price instead of spending a whole whopping $700 and you don't get a disc drive? You got to pay for that separate and a stand too. What are your thoughts on that?
In my opinion, I wouldn't mind either if it was the Pro or the refurbished base, but I would prefer the refurbished base because, if it works fine for refurbished base, then there's no purpose or no point of getting the Pro. You find ways to utilize what you have. No point of buying another one if you already have one that works fine and it has good space and your games properly. Then no 9 yards.
I'm gonna invite Jay to come up because I know we were talking about it earlier too. So you said you'd be fine with getting either one because you don't basically own one at this point. Like if you just had to select.
I would prefer the
refurbished. Save some money.
Base one.
That's a good option. That's a solid option. I wouldn't blame you. I would literally told you if you text me going, Lorenzo, I'm gonna get a PS5. I'd say just get a refurbished one. Get a base model one. Or even like the new slim model, whatever. It's still cheaper than the Pro. Also, we have a question for you from Cody. Who do you play in Smash Ultimate?
That's a good question. For me, it's variations of characters, so I cannot pinpoint a main. Most of the time, I'm just a occasional player that will just play random characters. But if I have to choose at least maybe one or two, I naturally would go with either Daisy, and the second character I would pick would definitely be Dark Samus.
Ooh, okay. Is Cody saying... He's saying Olimar. I can't remember if he plays Olimar or not. But you said
actually a good character.
Yeah, you said your mains are either Daisy and Dark Samus. That's solid mains. That's solid. I have no complaints with those two. Said he plays Cloud. I have the. I don't know if I ever showed you, Cody. I do have. I have both Cloud amiibos. If they want to focus, there they are. I have both.
That's
I have
awesome.
the P2, and then I also have. I made sure to get it because he's my main a little bit. I love Terry.
That's another solid character I would like. That
Terry's
also play
fun. With. I also have Joker.
Joker.
Mr. Weebman.
Awesome.
Then I also have everyone's favorite Microsoft mascot. I did get the Banjo-Kazooie. If it wants to focus up. Focus camera, come on. There we go. Blue plays Pac-Man. Hey, Pac-Man's a fun character. If you really know how to play Pac-Man, you can pull off some combos with Pac-Man.
Pac-Man is actually amazing.
John also played.
A lot of it.
John plays Ridley. Ridley is a fun character too. I also have.
Ridley's pretty good.
I also got, because this amiibo sold out quick. I got those.
Oh, Sora.
Focus. There we go.
There was mixed reactions with everyone. They're feeling about Sora. There were mixed feelings with some who didn't like Sora versus who liked Sora, and I don't know how to put it in words. Let's just say they saved the best for last. I think that was what the whole Smash ballot thing was for. They voted the last character who appeared was basically the number one character who they wanted.
Yeah. Well, the way I see it is, it was about time Sora got in the game.
Not to mention, he was already foreshadowed in the Super Smash Flash computer games.
Oh, yeah. I also have these two I didn't show yet. I have Man Who Hides in a Box.
We got Snake.
Got Solid Focus. Like, one loves to focus on certain ones. There it is. And then we also have, I think, my favorite Belmont in the game is Richter.
Richter Belmont.
Richter's cool. Richter is awesome. I love his the white and the pink outfit that he's got. I feel like that outfit's super cool. If I would, I'd have someone paint mine and make it the white with the pink. John says thoughts on Steve. Steve is a hard character. You really have to know what you're doing with him. He focuses a lot on the building, which that's fine.
I'll admit,
Perfectly fine. But he's a fun character.
Steve is a challenging character to work with. If you're a Minecraft player, you would definitely know your way around the alley when it comes to Steve, Alex, Enderman, and Zombie.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So kudos to those Minecrafter players.
Really, yeah, the Minecraft players come in and know how to play the game.
But what surprised me in DLC form was Kazuya Mishima.
Oh yeah, John, I forgot you mained Mewtwo, bud. Mewtwo is a cool character.
Mewtwo.
He does his little, what is it, like the stare, and he like just puts you to sleep or whatever. Or he stops you in broad daylight.
That's an ability called Disable.
Yes, Disable. Yeah, that's the one. I knew it was called something. I'm like, I just know it's something where he stops you for like a second. It's really funny.
Think of a mindset of what a like Pokemon would do. His moves are based on Teleport, Shadow Ball, Confusion, and Disable.
I was playing when I played last weekend, and I played Terry. Oh yeah, Piranha Plant, one of the best DLC fighters.
That took me by surprise when he's a character, and when I played him, I'm like, oh, he's good.
Hey, anything that prevents Waluigi from getting in the game is fine by me.
Oh my god, not that joke again. Everyone wanted Waluigi in there so bad. Like, people, he's an assist trophy. It's impossible.
Yeah, it would have been fun. I'm kind of sad they made Shadow an assist a trophy. They should have made him like an Echo fighter or a whole separate fighter. Even Knuckles would have been fine too.
I can't blame you. They could have put Shadow in there because to me, I feel it's a missed opportunity that another Sonic character could have appeared instead of having Knuckles as a assist trophy. Sonic could have had a second character appearing.
Yeah, I feel like it would have also fit the almost every of the original or the OG gaming mascots has their rival in it. I feel like Shadow could have been the Sonic rival. Or the Sonic
Exactly.
bad guy. Just,
And as a Tails fan, they could at least put Tails in assist trophy at least.
Did he not make it as an assist trophy? I can't remember all the assist trophies because there's so many.
It's so many of them. I know. I think I know
Oh,
some.
only Knuckles, yeah.
More than most.
Yeah.
And some of the ones they had before, they were cut.
I'm surprised also they could have made Eggman a playable fighter.
That also could have been a really good candidate, but at the same time, once again, it's a missed opportunity.
Yeah. Also, if you wanted an Echo fighter, you had Metal Sonic right there.
That's another one. But I think they were more focused with Fire Emblem and Mario characters a lot more.
See, Cody's saying Shadow could have been an Echo. I 100% agree with that. But knowing Shadow also has some other abilities, would you have wanted him to have been an Echo or his own original fighter with the stuff that he can do?
Which I could see him as a character by himself because there are certain moves
Some
and
have
signature
unique
moves that
abilities,
differ
though.
from him and Sonic a whole lot.
He's saying Echo fighters have unique abilities. Some have different abilities. They're small changes. Chrom is different from Roy. Yes, but he also has the Ike up B. So he's Chrom is just a mix of a bunch of the Fire Emblem people. He's not really
just like
different.
Peach and Daisy, they're different for one another slightly. Sure, they have the same move skill set, but their variations, the way how they use them, is completely different.
But with Shadow, you could give him some different moves though from Sonic. He does have a lot more. I say he has more range of abilities, which would work perfectly fine for him.
Exactly.
Yeah, chaos control, all that fun stuff.
The chaos control ability. That's one different thing that differs from Sonic.
Mm-hmm. We're looking at 8:37, so we still got some time. I wonder what else if any other cool news has broke today for the hour on the hour. Let's see, what do we got? All right, this is a fun one for Cody and Jay. This is a cool one. So Arizona Iced Tea now got into the joke. 1 PS5 Pro or 700 Arizonas?
Oh, I got the joke. I see what you mean.
Yeah, it's can I show the photo? You have
That's a good one.
If it wants to load. Oh my god. Oh, you can't see it. That's yeah, it's just a bunch 700 unopened fresh Arizona teas or 1 PS5 Pro. Can I choose the hard Arizonas? Yeah, I'll allow it. I'll let them be hard Arizonas. Someone also put up, I forgot it's the debate tonight. Someone also put up on this one fun little Twitter page called Legit Gaming Leaks, but it's just a parody account. Trump will not be addressing the PS5 Pro at the debate. That's a good one.
Oh, wow.
What else? Anything else? Doesn't look like anything else. We did get a few, however, we did get a little update on the Spider-Verse. So last night, some news broke that the Spider-Verse was getting delayed, or Beyond the Spider-Verse was getting delayed till 2027 by an insider scooper. I say scooper with quotes around it because he's full of shit, the dude. I've talked to people who know him and they're like, yeah, this dude's full of shit. Don't believe anything he says. Because the composer came out and then talked about it. And then one of the directors came out and was like, nothing's been cut from this movie. Like, who is saying this? So quick update: Beyond the Spider-Verse is still on track. They're hard at work on it. They say they're still in they're in the production stage now. Everything's getting animated. They're still doing some stuff with it. Listen, I get everyone wants the movie. I want the movie too. I want them to finish out this trilogy. Gotta take our time. Let them take their time. Let them work. Let them work. Listen, the less we hear of it is not a bad thing.
Again?
What was it? What was the film again?
Yes.
Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse. So it's going to be the finale.
Because it was during the midst of the writer's strike that causes the delays. It would have been out this year, but unfortunately, I didn't know they was going to push it for 3 years even more.
Oh yeah, even the writer's strike kicked in, and then the actor's strike kicked in. So they couldn't voice act on it from, I want to say it was July all the way to, was it November? Whenever the strike almost lifted. So that's a long time when you can't really work on something, especially an animated movie. I mean, you can do the animation and all that stuff because they're not on strike, but without writers, without your voice actors, you can't really change anything. You can't really work on it, I mean, you can work on it, but you can't work on it.
Well, that's true, and
because most of Sonic was
while the writer's strike is going, because some will call that individual a scab.
Yeah, a scab, which people gotta mind their own business half the time. But the one movie they're allowed to work on, because they got all the CGI and stuff done, which was really cool, was it was Sonic the Hedgehog 3. They were working on that while the strike was going on. They were doing all the CGI work, all the scenes, and once the strike lifted, they got all the human characters done.
Right.
Which that actually helps that movie.
Speaking of Sonic the Hedgehog 3, how do you guys feel about the film coming out? With that trailer was released a week ago.
Yeah, we talked about it yesterday. We talked about it last night. Cody was on. He's in the comments. We're all excited.
I still can't get over the fact how they just threw that obvious reference in the trailer of Tails got mocked by Shadow.
It's always on site with Tails. It's always on site with Tails. Shadow does not like that man for some weird reason.
Tails is 8.
Yeah, bro was violated. The man just hated.
Like you don't like kids?
I didn't think bro knew he was a kid.
But Tails, kids will do what a kid will do, especially if it's some kind of action in that moment in time.
It's you want to know what it reminded me of? The scene from TMNT, Mutant Mayhem, where they're driving away in the van, and Superfight grabs Donatello and starts beating the shit out of him, and he goes, "Oh no, he's mollywopping me!" He just screams it.
Right.
I imagine Tails just getting his ass beat, just screaming.
I do have one quick question to point out there about this whole about the film itself, but
right away.
Some people are obviously pointing out that Rouge may not be in the film, but Amy is.
Ooh.
But I still have a feeling both of them could appear somewhere, because they're both was in the Sonic Adventure 2 battle storyline as well.
That is a good question. That was very good. That's a good thought.
And somehow I'm still kind of in awe believing that the actress Sophia Perez, who's has an undisclosed role, she could be voicing one of those characters, and the other one could appear somewhere else.
I said because Rouge would cause much controversy. I
felt like Kristen Ritter was going to play Rouge, but it turned out she wasn't.
Yeah, she's, I think, an operative for Gunn in the movie or something.
She was the operative character that was from Sonic X that worked with Rouge.
I feel like we could get Rouge. Rouge would cause much controversy. Yeah, I could see that. Amy? Oh, Amy's a tough one.
She did appear in Sonic Adventure though, so
She
and she
did.
did appear in the sequel.
I mean, we'll have to see and find out. She's a given. I feel like she can show up, but when? I mean, it would be funny if they save her for like an after post credit scene, and she's just
I will see it too.
and she's just fangirling over Sonic.
And the weird, funny part about it is that it could be Amy because Sophia Pernas is a casted character, is a casted member with an undisclosed role. No one knows who she is.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a strange feeling it's Amy. But I also want to say it could be Rouge because again, Rouge is part of the story.
Yeah, we'll see and find out. If they're hiding Amy, that would be really weird. If they're hiding Amy in the trailers. Because to be honest, I didn't think they were going to show Shadow right away in the trailer. I thought they were going to,
just like
wait, build it up like how they did Knuckles.
Well, you do have a point because Amy, just like they did with Tails and Sonic the Hedgehog, he appeared in the end credits. So it's a possibility Amy could appear in the end credits in Sonic the Hedgehog 3, but we'll have to find out and see.
I'm hoping Big
like
the Cat shows up. There's a scene
what gets me the most,
where it looks like they edited out a character. Yeah, I know what scene you're talking about, Cody.
But what gets me the most in this cast list, they saying that Jenny Slate is a part of the cast. I don't know if this is true or not because according to IMDb, she's not in that one.
Interesting.
But again, who knows?
Well, they're also saying this movie might also bring out Metal Sonic.
And when there's Metal Sonic, there's Amy.
Yeah, so she'll be there.
If you think about it, Sonic CD that came out in 1993, which was a year before Sonic the Hedgehog 3 for Sega Genesis, Amy and Metal Sonic appeared together.
Mm-hmm.
That was their debut. No, Amy's debut because Metal Sonic appeared in Sonic the Hedgehog 2 as one of the sub-boss character, some kind of prototype.
Yeah. Which, yeah, I hope they save Metal Sonic. It'd be cool if they save Metal Sonic, but, like, to do Metal Sonic after Shadow would be a little weird. But, yeah, we'll see. We still got a few months.
Then you have to see. Well, they casted 3 others. They also are undisclosed roles in here. They're probably in the film somewhere, but they didn't disclose one.
Well, yeah, I know
is,
Shadow's
Jamie
not
Luke.
A villain, really. You know. Yeah, I know Shadow's not a villain, but they're making it seem like he's the villain. Yeah.
If prediction comes true, I'm screaming theaters. Prediction come true.
Mm-hmm.
I would apologize in advance to everybody who's trying to watch the film.
Blue says Silver post credit scene. That would be cool. Silver's a cool character.
Now that's a sight to see.
Juan says Blaze next movie too. What about what's the one is it Cream and Cheese?
Oh, Cream the Rabbit and her child, the child following her name Cheese.
Yeah.
They were in Sonic X, but their appearance pretty much was a Sonic Advance too.
Blue says Sonic and Amy sex scene in Sonic 4.
Oh wow. You know,
Sonic the Hedgehog 4.
To see that happen. But what shocked me the most on the scene itself was Gerald Robotnik in the trailer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't think they were going to show him.
They're going through the Sonic X route with this one as well.
Yeah. What else do we
That was a prediction I was waiting for. I said, prediction come true. That's prediction number 1.
The chaotic? The chaotic?
Chaos?
No, it's the chaotic. It's Vector the Crocodile. And
Victor.
Yeah.
Victor the Crocodile.
Is it Victor or Vector?
Chaotix team.
Yeah.
Team Chaotix. SBO, Victor, and Charmy.
Oh, well then why did because John put Vector the Crocodile. Maybe it's Vector. Yeah. So I had it right. Yeah, Vector.
Vector the Crocodile is a good candidate. But I think their appearance was in the comics before Sonic Heroes as playable characters.
Go
Because
team.
Knuckles was in a team that was in a team with them and Mighty the Armadillo.
Jay saying Big the Cat. I said Big the Cat. I said Big the Cat would be hilarious just to show up.
That would be funny because he did appear in Sonic Adventure.
Yeah, he did fishing.
Then you have Gamma and Omega. Some people think they're the same characters. I said they're two different characters.
We also got, what's the other one people are saying? Mighty the Armadillo.
Yeah, Mighty the Armadillo.
Eggman N from Sonic Rush.
Jet the Hawk.
Yeah, Jet the Hawk. Yeah, Jet.
Jet, Wave, and Storm.
Sonic
Princess Elise.
Princess Elise.
Oh wow.
No.
If Princess Elise, Elise does appear in there, that means Silver and Blaze appear.
Someone had to get Blue going. He goes, I know what he said too, and I hate it.
Sonic,
he said, Jet the Hawk Tour.
That was.
So, what about the Werehog? Sonic the Werehog from Unleashed.
That's a good one.
That'd be a good one. That'd be a funny one. We are entering the final 10 minutes of episode 2 tonight, guys. So now it's just a free discussion. Sonic Unleashed is a W movie concept. Yes, I fully agree. What's the little Chip? That's his name.
Yeah, Chip is the little guy that flies around.
Yeah. That'd be cool to see Chip in live action. Chip spinoff show. Yeah, Chip would work as a spinoff show.
I could see that happening. Yeah.
It'd be something fun for kids.
Shows, do you think a Sonic the Hedgehog, a Shadow the Hedgehog spinoff would work?
Well, funny enough, I told people that.
Because if it does, some people had speculations that Amy could appear in there instead.
Oh, the Shadow spinoff show got leaked.
First, so let's not jump ahead.
So that means they sign Keanu then. Hey, anyone else want to hop into the speaker section with us? Instead of you guys typing, I can invite some people up for the final few minutes. Invite to speak. We got John coming in. Let's have a little discussion here. Welcome, John. You're on Late Night with Lorenzo. Cody invited to come speak back too. Cody, welcome back to Late Night with Lorenzo, episode 2. Welcome.
Greetings, fellas.
Calling you the villain.
Jay cannot currently join. He is shitting.
Well, that's something to be announced.
Hey, man. What up? Welcome to the open discussion. We saw you were commenting on a few of the things. Sir, what do you think? You have your thoughts for the PlayStation Pro, first of all. What do you think of that $700 price tag? Yes, you.
I think that's absurd.
Absurd indeed. A $700 price tag should never be for a console unless it's a PC.
Yeah, I agree.
Very true. Because gaming PCs go up to at least $850.
They're just trying to see what they can get away with.
And that's the shitty way to do it. Don't do it that way. You could have what I told you yesterday. That cool
leak. Get away with increasing games to $70.
Here's the thing. I don't blame the games going up in price because they're using the Ultra 4K disc now. Yeah, they're using the Ultra 4K Blu-ray disc, and those are pricey in general.
Agree to that as well.
But I feel like a lot of games do have that price point that don't deserve that price point.
If it's a single-player game, and it's a big single-player game, it deserves the price point.
Yeah.
I think if it's a multiplayer game like 2K, keep it back at 60.
Yeah.
Any sports game, keep them at 60.
But also remember, popularity also plays a role too.
It does.
So let's not forget about the popularity value and rate.
It does, but then again, $70 for a yearly sports game where very little has changed. It's an ass, man.
Yes, very true.
Like, I didn't mind paying.
I mean, sure, they do this every time when it comes to like newer stuff, but now they just like put $10 up more than usual, because usually a newer game will always technically be at least $50 to $60, but now they're up to $70. Yikes!
Yeah. Like Spider-Man 2, didn't mind paying $70 for. I actually bought the collector's edition, so I have the giant Venom statue up there.
Now the collector's edition title, that makes sense.
But it also didn't come with a physical copy of the game. It came with a digital code.
Because I was gonna say because add-on perks could have happened too, because that's like special edition, diamond edition, or whatever edition they put onto it. Mm-hmm. They gotta have perks with it.
I can tell you one game that shouldn't have been $70. And I'm glad Steven ain't here, because I would tell him happily it doesn't deserve to be $70.
Or not Among Us. Am I stupid?
Among Us.
Why did I just say Among Us? The Last of Us?
Wow.
Oh yeah, Last of Us Part 1 should be $50, $60 at most.
Why the fuck did I say Among Us?
He said Among Us.
Did you guys know they're doing an Among Us movie in development? You mean the series?
Why did you say Among Us?
Oh, it was a series? I thought it was a clue.
Because I don't know if the word us is in it.
Yeah. I do not think The Last of Us Part 1, that remake should have been $70.
I thought it was a film. My bad.
That should have been like 60 or 50. That didn't need to be 70.
I haven't played it yet, but I'm sure it's good.
I'm sure it's great too. It's just literally they've just added in better textures. They redid a few of the character models.
I can't believe they remastered Among Us. Oh my god, why the fuck did you say Among Us? God. The Last of Us Part 2, they remastered it like so soon after the game came out.
Did they already remaster it?
Dude, they remastered it like 2 years ago.
I barely remember that because I really didn't pay attention to watch that game.
Dude, they remastered it like a year after it came out.
Because I know they remastered Spider-Man and everyone was complaining. I'm like, well, Spider-Man's a bigger open world game. That deserves to get a remaster. So that way they can kind of push the hardware for that one.
That one didn't even have like a regular release.
Yeah, it came with Miles Morales.
Yeah, I have it.
Yeah, I have though. Yeah. Spider-Man 2. Yeah, that deserves set 70. It's a bigger game. You can do more in the game. There's more features. You can play as two different characters with different abilities. And you also play as Venom in a level. So, like, easy money. But still no DLC. So that sucks.
Yeah, that does suck. But that's a whole other can of worms.
Yeah, that's a whole other can that we're not getting into. Maybe I'll get into that tomorrow.
I could get into that.
About where we think the DLC... Where is the DLC and if they're even going to do
if it even exists.
Another game that deserves to sit at 70 because it's so good. It got overshadowed by Last of Us, but I'm glad some people woke up and actually played it. Was Ghost of I'm gonna tongue twist it. Yeah, Ghost of Oh my god, I can't say it all of a sudden now.
Let me see if I can update for it.
Ghost of
Tsushima.
Yeah, Tsushima. I don't know why I'm tongue twisting it now. I used to never be able to tongue twist. I used to
it's okay. It's not as bad as me calling The Last of Us Among Us.
Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima is a beautiful game. Very beautiful. I recommend if you love samurais, if you love sword fighting, if you love stealth, it's a nice game. It's so fun.
I agree.
I would recommend it.
It's very...
Even though the stealth is kind of half-baked. But...
Yeah. Ragnarok deserved the 70. Yeah. God of War Ragnarok easily deserves 70. That also got a big-ass DLC expansion. Technically. With Valhalla. Adam on the YouTube. Oh, Adam's in the YouTube comments. Adam said, where's the Spider-Man 2 DLC? Not existent. That's where.
Real shit, Adam.
Not existent, I can tell you for sure. It really doesn't exist.
No wonder why the game...
Just give me a Carnage DLC, please.
I do think after reading everything and seeing everything, I do believe Spider-Man 2 was rushed. Like in the end.
Saying that.
Well, I say in the end, because they probably started development... It had to have been a little after the first one. Because Miles Morales was a smaller game. Yeah, it was Sony probably fast-tracking it, going, hey, we get it out now. Let's go.
Yeah.
Also... We've only seen one teaser with Wolverine. And that game has just been getting leaked like crazy.
I mean, their entire studio has been getting leaked.
Yeah, it's still in. When was the breach? Like how many months ago?
It was a few months ago.
Yeah, and there's still more stuff coming out about Wolverine.
Wolverine, Venom game.
I'm excited for the Venom game.
X-Men game, I think I heard.
Yeah, they're doing a full X-Men game.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the
Venom
Venom
game.
game.
Not about X-Men.
About Blade.
It's been a long time about X-Men game out.
I didn't hear anything about a new Ratchet and Clank, which is sad.
Yeah, I don't think Rift Apart made the money back they wanted.
That game is really good.
Oh yeah, Rift Apart was great because it used a lot of the technology from Rift Apart that they used. They kind of brought over to Spider-Man 2, and that's the fast loading where you can switch between Miles and Peter at will, like super fast. Did you say rip apart? No.
Probably something to do with that one mission where you're teleporting all over the world and shit.
Yeah, like where they're going through, like in the opening of Rift Apart, where they're going through like all the portals, going through the dimensions, and then Miles is going chasing Black Cat.
Yeah, that's a fun mission.
Yeah, it's cool. I love the concept. Will we ever see another one? Probably not for a good while. Because think about it, we had one on PS4. We got the next generation game for Ratchet and Clank, so probably gonna be a while. When Jack and Daxter 5? I don't know. That is a good question. Maybe with
Naughty Dog is never making Jack and Daxter.
Yeah,
again.
they're not going back. They're getting too much money from Last of Us.
They're gonna milk The Last of Us until
you're 90
forever.
Yeah, till you're 90, basically.
When in reality, they need to bring back Uncharted. That's what really needs to come back.
I think it was because the film that damaged his reputation.
Uncharted?
No, the film made money. The film actually did really good.
I mean, the movie did make money. It was just bad.
Yeah, it's the first movie. I don't expect ever really a first video game movie to be outstanding, like appraisal. Sonic is the rare case. Yeah, they're making another one. They're also making another Detective Pikachu movie. I'm excited for that. I don't know when that's coming.
They're not making that.
Oh, they're not making it anymore?
I heard they are, and I heard they are, which is crazy. I don't know why they wouldn't make another one.
Yeah, I mean, I like that.
Legendary wants to focus on Minecraft over Detective Pikachu. Yeah, Minecraft, for a lot of people don't know, Minecraft is a Legendary film. So Warner Brothers is putting it out, but
Legend. At the trailer, it kind of looked confusing-ish to me.
It's the biggest what the fuck trailer when you watch it.
Like you just like I couldn't wrap my finger around to understand what was the concept that we're looking at for Minecraft here. Like what kind of plot we're supposed to be expecting?
I honestly think there's a huge money scandal with that movie. There has to be money laundering. There has to be some money.
To me, it's cash grab bait, if you ask me.
Dude, like, they didn't even bother to shave Jack Black's beard or give him the short hair like Steve. It's just him in a blue sweater.
Yeah, it's just Jack Black.
Did you see that picture I did with Patchy the Pirate? That's it? That's the Minecraft trailer? That's just Jack Black in a blue shirt.
It is. It's just Jack Black in a blue shirt.
I guess they casted him because of the Super Mario movie thing, because they did he's in Borderlands as well.
Adam goes, boo, Minecraft movie. I want my Batman Beyond movie. Oh, tough shit, bitch, it ain't happening.
Well, what? Well, Batman Beyond would have happened, but of course it's probably in the same fate with Batgirl. And
so Jay asked the most important question as we get into. Oh, I mean, everyone's commenting, so we'll keep it going a little bit longer. Jay has a question for you, Dom. He goes, "Is Dom black?" ? Just kidding.
Well, question is that.
What question is that, Jay?
Now what if I told you yes and I wasn't joking?
He goes, "I was joking."
But yeah, I am black.
That's funny. That's funny.
I almost thought that was a trick question, but yeah, but I am. That's
He goes,
why these
I can hear it in your voice. You got a tang. What?
I ain't heard that. I ain't heard that type of drink powder in a long time. But okay. But okay. Tang was all those old drinking powders like you have with Kool-Aid and stuff.
I think he means a twang.
Oh wow.
Oh, maybe.
Because that's when somebody has a like a little accent on their voice, it's called a twang.
Ah, that's understandable.
Jay's a little slow, so just gotta.
I'm sort of back and forth with that. So yeah, it's how I speak every day, pretty much.
Oh yeah, so here it is. What I was saying about Beyond the Spider-Verse. Chris Miller shuts down reports that parts of Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse have been scrapped for creative reasons. Quote, nothing has been scrapped. The reels are coming along nicely. So that's good. At least they kind of cleared that up.
It's still coming out in 2027.
Yeah, it's probably, honestly, I'd even say 2026.
Maybe.
But I think in perspective, like I told Lorenzo earlier, I think the perspective of that was because it was due to the fact it was affected by the writer strike thing, which pushed back 3 years further. It was initially supposed to be released either this year or 2025 originally.
I can't believe they thought that release date was ever a realistic option. That's just insane to me.
Yeah, and you know that was
really
a Sony decision.
Spring this year. You must be insane.
Well, I don't know what was the rush. They could have just said, hey, 2025, it would have worked. But instead, they pushed it for 2 extra years instead.
Also, I don't know if Blue is still in the audience or if he's listening around, but I'm going to say this because he posted today too. Today in 2013, The Weeknd released his first studio album, Kissland.
Wow.
It's a long time.
Pretty good album.
Very cool, very cool.
Pretty cool album.
And he's also got the new song coming out on Friday. What was it called?
I don't know, but I did hear about that.
Yeah. Let's see, I'll pull it up. The Weeknd.
Friday. You know what that means when it's Friday, guys.
Oh, Dancing in the Flame. Yes, Dancing in the Flames.
Ook. Oh.
Interesting song title.
Very interesting song title. Very interesting, very interesting.
Don't forget to wear your hockey mask on Friday.
Is it Friday the 13th?
Yes.
It's Friday.
Also,
I didn't know that.
what did you think of this? I'll ask you guys one more question, then we'll wrap it up for tonight. There's reports coming in that Doctor Strange's spell for Peter Parker will reportedly be broken. It will also be explored further in the MCU.
Interesting.
And this is also coming off of yesterday when they announced the director for Spider-Man 4.
Isn't that the director who did Shang-Chi?
Yes. And he's also doing, was it Naruto? Yeah, Naruto, and he's also doing Shang-Chi too.
Yes, he's doing the Naruto live action.
So what do you think about the spell taking a little...
Kind of nervous about that one.
I thought it was pretty... I think it's pretty obvious that they're kind of wanting to, get Peter and MJ back together type shit.
Yeah.
So,
Obviously.
That's why when he said that, I thought that was overlooking the obvious, pretty much.
I'm not surprised if that's true, that they would do that.
Yeah.
But then everybody would know he's Peter Parker again, right?
Yeah, and it just would bring us... And then
that would be stupid.
And then the whole point of No Way Home would just be
exactly
meaningless.
That would be really stupid.
Yeah. But seeing as it is 9 o'clock, and I say all these are going to be an hour long, we have reached the end of tonight's show. But don't worry, I'll be back tomorrow, same time. Hopefully there's some news tomorrow. If not, I'll talk some comics tomorrow. We'll start saying what you should
Sweet.
read, maybe what you could get into.
Thanks
Sweet.
for having me up.
Hmm.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us again.
Well, thank you for having me as well.
No problem.
For joining in.
Thanks for joining, boys, in the final minutes here. Hope you guys come back tomorrow and we can keep these conversations going. Also on the YouTube side, thanks for tuning in, guys.
You guys have a good one.
Yeah, everyone have a good one. We'll see you
Right back
tomorrow.
at ya.
Same time, same bat channel.
Time, same device.
See ya.